See, for you, Grandma, I was supposed to show you that your bloodline has something special within it, that you was royalty and that you gave birth to kings and queens. For you, Grandma, it was all supposed to work. Now you go. We take grieving as if it's sadness. Grieving is not just sadness, it's happiness. And the reason why we get into our moods is because we know that we can no longer experience that happiness no more. But you're going through your memories and you're realizing the happiness that they brought you, the laughs that they shared with you, everything that they did with you, everything that they did for you, the simple things that felt so significant, the things that you forgot about that you start remembering once you realize you got that call. So they're not here no more. It's like, it's a loss. We feel lost, and it's okay. It's okay for you to feel lost. It's okay for you to feel the way that you feel. It's okay for you to experience your feelings. You have to understand that your feelings, it doesn't make you weak. Somebody that's able to show themselves for who they are, that's strength. When you're able to be transparent, that's strength. Don't allow the misconception of emotion to make you feel as if it equates to weakness. Because emotions can be power as long as you utilize it in the direction that you need it to. You may feel sad, but I want to be sad and use that sadness to go towards success. I may be mad, but I'm going to use my anger to go towards success. The emotions that I feel, I will make sure I use it for success. See, when we lose people, we feel as if it's just beating on our chest. We feel as if there's just an emotional tension that's there that we're not able to fulfill because of the fact that the person that was able to fulfill it is gone. We realize life is short. We realize that things doesn't happen the way that we want it to all the time. I was supposed to be one of the greatest speakers at this moment, showing her that I'm on stage, telling people how to live their life to become greater while she witnessed it. We're not always able to predict the future. We are not always in control of everything. But what we do have is the power to take control now. The present is a gift. What are we going to do with the now? So for you, Grandma, I'm going to make sure that every single step that I take from here on out will be of power. For here and now, they will know that I came from a grandma that showed me love, and the world will see that same love given from my own hands. See, I plan to give your life more meaning based off of how I live my life, depending on how I move, depending on how I make people laugh, depending on how I tell people I love you, will be the opportunity that they will get to experience the same love that you had. I am going to make sure that you are of power, that they reverence your name, that they see who you are, how you are, and what you was based off of how I move. Because for you, Grandma, I'm gonna do the same thing that you did for me to show the people in the world that they can succeed. I will make them see that there's nothing that they cannot do as long as you believe in yourself, as long as you say that you can, as long as you go after it. You cannot allow life to make you feel as if you have to forfeit because you're not getting the results that you wish that you can have. Life is not going to always work in your favor. You are going to lose things. You are going to see that there is things that is not fair that can happen to you in an instant. And depending on how you react and respond will determine the level of things that you can get out of life. The luxuries of life come to those that is willing to prepare themselves so that when things does happen, they can make things happen. They could take the correct actions for them to take their life to the next level. We are in control over our life, but we do not have full control over the events that can happen. We don't know when people are going to die. We don't know when things are going to be lost. We don't know if something that we had will be stolen. But what we do know is what we have inside of us. See, things may not have happened on my time frame. Sometimes things happen that we cannot control to let us know that life is short. We do not know when things are going to happen, but what we do know is how to make things happen, how to take the action and do what's necessary for us to make dreams come true. And we have to make sure that everybody that stepped foot on this world before us, that came to us in love, that is not here no more, their life lives within us now. So depending on what you do, depending on what you decide, depending on what type of actions you take, depending on everything that you do from here on out will determine the life that they live, because they share their laughs with you. They share their cries with you. They share experiences with you. They share their loyalties with you. They share things with you that you now currently hold on to. So depending on what you do with all these things that they have given you will determine the level of life that they have lived. They still live, but they live within you. So depending on the actions you take from here on out will determine the success they have. So you gotta make sure that you reach the success that you desire for yourself so that you can give them more meaning. If you truly say that you love the people that you love that is not here no more, it's up to you for you to love on them based off of how you live your life. It's not about you no more. It's about the people that came before you, marched before you, and stood before you, and I can't stand no more. I choose to stand up for those. I choose to stand up for my grandma. I choose to stand up for Lamont. I choose to stand up for Dakota. I choose to stand up for the people that came for me, and I'm going to make sure that I reach the level of success that I want to live, because it's on me. It's not on nobody. It's not on my mama. And I don't care what situations happen to me between my mama. I don't care about the situations that happen to my daddy. I don't care what the government is talking about. I don't care about anything that's going on, because it's on me, depending on my actions. So you can hurt me. You can stab me. You can shoot me. You can put me in the hospital. You could bed rest me. But I'm going to wake up to life and make sure I live my life to the greatest potential, because it's not about me no more. It's for my grandma. It's for the people you love. Depending on what you do with your life right here, right now, will determine their meaning. So what are you going to do? King's Mode.
Oh, I am super?
Yep.
Oh, yes, honey, I am super, and I am wonderful, and most of all, I am blessed.
Grandma's birthday, 84 and cute. It's a video, Grandma.
Oh, you see?
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave you
say what's
some
up to
like,
Snap.
what's my so sad?
Hey, hi. Hi, I am super.